Okay, we're meeting with Mel Chiong, and thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you, Purnell.
So I have a few questions for you. My first question is, what prompted you to represent Springtown District 2 and the City Council?
I've lived in Springtown 24 years now. So I've really gotten to see not just Springtown, but the whole of the city of Livermore to be really welcoming, thriving, dynamic. So I really just want to want to continue to see Livermore go in that direction. And so I feel that I have the passion for it and the ability to uh, have the city continue that direction.
Sounds good. Okay. What improvements would you like to see for the open space?
Okay, so that is very specific to District 2, and I feel that the open space is kind of like a jewel. It's a diamond in the rough. So the it's very significant to not just to Springtown, but to the entire city of Livermore. I really want to advocate for improvements. Back in 2017, there was a series of workshops, and LARPD put together this beautiful plan with so many elements, bike trails, walking trails, community gardens. I understand that it's always going to be a question of budget to implement all those, but we don't have to put everything in it all at once. We can start with what the city is really starting now. We have the new art installation around the Springtown Library is re-landscaping. Uh, so I feel like we are already starting community gardens. I feel that that is not a huge thing. That's not a huge project. That is significant to where the residents of Springtown.
And it's a good time for it as well.
It's a good time for it. In one of the events that I had, there was a somebody from Springtown that said she is like the number 30 something on the waiting list for the community garden in the Robert Livermore.
Right.
So there is a pent-up demand for it, for more community gardens. I know that there's one community garden that's going to come up here soon in the south side of Livermore. So in the north side of Livermore, it will be a natural, I think it will be a good project to have. Get the community, very engaged in that. And in the long term, I feel that when we improve the Springtown open space, it will really start to come together as a gathering place for not just the immediate neighborhoods, but for the entire city of Livermore.
Everyone can enjoy it.
Exactly. And as a consequence, we can get more economy in the Springtown area, entice local businesses to put up their business in the Springtown area, and that will, of course, contribute to more amenities, services, entertainment. That will be enjoyed by everybody.
That sounds very promising.
Yeah.
So let's see. What changes would you like to bring to the city council?
Just perspective. I'm an immigrant. I was 30 when I came here. That's almost the same number of years that I've been living here in Livermore or in the United States. So it naturally, for me, I draw from that, whether it's conscious or subconsciously. I of course draw from that experience. And so a new perspective, I think, is one thing that I bring to the table. And it really shows that, when my husband and I came to the United States, really was to, find, greener pasture, as cliche as that sounds, but that's true. So from there until now that I have this opportunity to run for city council, the constituents. Okay. Civic engagement is very important, but the information that goes, or the right information, the facts that need to be shared to the community, that is very important. I know the city is, we have a dedicated staff to communicate what the city, right? So what the city is doing. So that's a great way to learn about it. We have the newsletters, we have the social media. So, but for those that are not engaged much on social media, so how do we reach them?
Yes, exactly.
So with the district thing, I suppose as a representative of of a district, there's a lot of room there to be able to communicate with a smaller, a smaller portion of the city.
Yes.
To get all the information that are needed and to be accessible, to the people
Yes.
in that district.
That sounds promising.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for answering my questions. Is there anything else that I know we're getting pretty close here? Is there anything else that you want to share with the community?
Just I know most of us have gotten our ballots. The very important thing is to exercise the rights to vote.
Yes.
So that's what I encourage everybody to do. So every vote counts.
Yes.
So don't feel like my vote is not gonna, my voice is not gonna count. But please do so. Go out and vote.
All right. Well, thank you, Mel. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.